Respected friends, welcome you all with all salutations, gratitudes, congratulations, and wishes. Every day listening to the Shastras, that too is a Tattva Shastra, is curative and preventive medication for the Samsara Roga Bhava Roga. We are here not to convince anyone, not to argue with anyone, not even any discussion also. Such sublime Shastras given to us by our great rishis, none less than Sri Vasishthaji himself. We are studying here. Our focus is only to know what exactly he is teaching. So, too, in our other classes throughout the day, the Upanishads with Bhashyam, we are trying to study. Our only effort is, only concern is that we are able to study it with utmost Shraddha application. And by the grace of the rishis and the Bhashyakara, we are able to get the exact purport of every mantra and Bhashya. That's what is our concern. Other than that, all other attentions regarding anything else are of no use. Let's enjoy this way, studying, steadying our mind, tuning to the divine gurus, and through them to the sublime theme, the Brahma Tattva. Friends, Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayam, third Utpatthi Prakaranam. In this Leelopakhyanam, we are seeing Leela Vishranthi Upadesha is Leela gets that knowledge and says, I am gaining this knowledge, Mother, by your grace. Thank you. In this particular 21st Sarga, in those 79 mantras, 70 we studied. How many very important sublime knowledges were revealed to us. Knowledge bits, knowledge thoughts. Wonderful it was. Now, in that last portion, Leela will ask Mother Saraswati, by whom we are put in this delusion for such a long time. You know, this is such a good question. And her question coming with whatever innocence, the answer is so important. Many a times, questions give opportunities for the gurus to give answer not only to the questioner but to everyone around who might get that question tomorrow. So, to this question, who is the cause for us to be in this Dvaita, Advaita, Vicharana, or on the Advaita Tattva, the Dvaita, Kalpana, and Samsara? Who are the ones who are putting us in this? To this question, the answer which Mother gives that it is your avichara. Being a human being, given the intellect, never used it for the purpose for which it is given. It is given only to do the vicharana and get into the truth, get out of the untruth. That was the cause. Nevertheless, never ever it is late in spirituality. Forget about the past. Start doing vicharana from now. Rather, I consider you are already mukta because in you the seeds of Atmanatma vicharana, seeds of removal of vasanas, they are sown. So, Mother Saraswati is confident about both the things that she has sown the seeds. Point one, two, that Leela also was serious, sincere enough to receive those seeds in her heart. Then, Mother is confident that she will not plow the seeds just like that. She will nurture, nourish them to come out as a seedling sprout. Definitely, a vruksha will happen, which will give the follow of Tattvajnana and Moksha. So that's how the last 10 shlokas we will study today. Then the 22nd Sarga, full, only small Sarga, 33, 34 mantras, but every mantra is Adbhuta Tattva Jnana, Upanishad Sara Jnana, Mother Saraswati is going to reveal. Then in the next 23rd, 24 sargas, we will see both of them in that Ativahika Deha traveling together. Their Sakhyata is so beautifully explained poetically by Vasishtha like a movie only. That how nicely together they go to which places, they take rest where, they eat what food or what, where do they sleep, all of that. Vihara. And which are the lokas, they do the sandarshana to indicate to us that this earth alone is not the ultimate one. And here, with this body living here alone, is not the end of it. There we can be in the higher upadhis, sukshma, and many, many worlds we can travel. There are there many worlds. Aneka aneka lokas, they go together. Only finally to say that as much projected as was the earth on which you are there and invited me, so much projected are all these worlds. Reality is only one, that is Brahman. Good, no? What a beautiful information we are getting. After which the choice and effort are ours to convert that information into knowledge through Manana Chintana, to convert that knowledge into wisdom or experience through the outer and inner sadhanas. It's all in our hands. Once the Vedanta clicks to us, till it clicks, it's in our hands because we have to try efforts. Try and put our efforts. It is in our hands that we have to try and put efforts to allow the Vedanta to click to us. Once it clicks, again it is in our hands only. Just now do the sadhana and realize it. Let us see those shlokas today. If we can complete them, then we'll chant the next 20-second sarga. So, aram se, patiently, enjoying every bit of it, remembering the Rama, remembering Vashishtadi, remembering Mother Saraswati, surrendering to them, allowing them to speak without allowing our ego to pop up, focusing the mind intellect with ekagrata, bhakti, and shraddha. Let's just go through. That's it. This 1 hour we dedicate. We'll not worry about the results or anything. They are bound to come with our shraddha when we are trying. Worry is not there. Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Om Yedime Guruvi Purvam Om Shankaram Shankaracharya Om Sri Ram Ram Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Ramanama Varanane Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tannamami ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेव नारदादि श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणादि शास्त्राणाम आचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः येषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहास सन्तवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ते तेषु निरंतर शास्त्राध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसम्प्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्रीराम वसिष्ठ संवाद रोवा श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति प्रकरण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। शांति मंत्राः मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्माद् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखघनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने लीला विश्रांत्युपदेशो नाम एकविंशतितमः सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच श्रीदेव्युवाच श्री लीला उवाच। So Leela was told for her question. What was the question? Ekasmin eva samshante dikkaladi avibhagini vidyamane pare tatve kalanavasara kutah. What is the need? Where was the need? And how come the possibility of the kalana, the projection of multiple world of multiplicity on the Paratattva, which is one, which is Samyakshanta, in which Dikkaladi Vibhaga are not there. So to that the answer is very, very powerful to be kept in the heart throughout the life, that just like in the gold when you see, there are no ornaments. In the water when you see, there are no waves. In the swapna, when you see, there is no that swapna jagat. In the same way, nasti eva sati anubhave, nasti eva satya anubhave tatha nasti eva brahmani kalpana. In the pure Brahman, the kalpana is not there. But you only told, you are seeing that jagat. You have to take your attention to Paramatma Tattva. So you have to introduce Paramatma. Straight away, if you reject the jagat, you may not catch it, accept it. Therefore, keeping your jagat intact, we bring the Paramatma as the hetu for it. Then slowly we explain that the Brahman cannot be changed. Therefore, he can never get changed to be a Karana. When he is not a Karana, there is no Karya coming out of it. Then he by himself, Karya Karana Theta, then the Jagat is Kalpita because of Maya, but not real. In short, in the water, no wave, it's Kalpita. Why do you say it's Kalpita? Catch this logic, which almost every third day we are saying. Because the Adhisthana is remaining same, no? When the Adhisthana is remaining as it is, then what you see on that is Kalpita only. It has not changed. Like the milk changing into curd, so that the milk no more remains. In that way, The gold is not changing to become the ornament that the gold is no more. That's why the ornament is kalpita on the gold. So too, the Sachidananda Brahman is not changing to become the world, losing his Sachidananda sthiti. He is intact always. When he is intact, then what is the position of this Jagat? Nothing but kalpita. What is kalpita, sir? Only Rupanama. That Rupanama only Jati, Dravya, Guna, all of them come. All the Jati, Dravya, Gunas are the Rupas, and to them you give the Nama. That's it. So, having given these examples, नास्ति एव सत्यनवे तथा नास्ति एव ब्रह्मणि कल्पना व्यतिरिक्त आत्मा तत्स्वभावाद अनामयात्. The tat swabhava paramatma anamaya paramatma alone always is there from its standpoint. Therefore, your question, where is the need of the kalpana, answered that the kalpana also never happened. The same thing in Pandukya Bhasha, it was said कि कल्पितो विनिवर्तेत कल्पितो यदि केन विकल्पो विनिवर्तेत कल्पितो यदि केनचित् उपदेशादयं वादः ज्ञाते द्वैतं न विद्यते. See, when we are very subtle, very dedicated to these statements of Upanishads or such texts, it clicks to us what they are telling us. Once it clicks to us, the joy is so beautiful because the curtains of misunderstandings, delusions, ignorances are going away. Okay. Then yadidam bhasate kinchit tat tasya eva niramayam kachanam. Whatever you are seeing now, it is that and that and that alone. But why I am taking it as this Jagat? Many times you have taken the diamond as the glass piece. By taking the diamond as glass piece, the diamond never became glass piece. Glass piece came never came, and diamond never lost. Isn't it? Three things. When I take the diamond as glass piece, diamond never became glass piece, diamond never disappeared, glass piece never was real. You just use proper pramanas, means of knowledge, then you will discover the diamond as diamond, then the glass piece, illusion, delusion, confusion, misunderstanding just goes away. That's it. By our imagining this Jagat, projecting Jagat on Brahman, Brahman has never became the Jagat, nor Brahman disappeared, and never the Jagat is real, even though in it all the experiences are happening, all perceptions are happening. That's the crux of Vedanta. Even in morning, afternoon, Mandukya Upanishad also, this was the discussion. Jatyabhasam, Chalabhasam, Vastvabhasam, Tathaivacha. अजाचलमवस्तुत्वं विज्ञानं शान्तमद्वयम् एवं न जायते चित्तं चित्तधर्मा न च एवमेव विजानन्तः न पतन्ति विपर्यये. एवं न जायते चित्तं चित्तदृश्यं न जायते एवमेव विजानन्तः न पतन्ति विपर्यये. That is what is subtle Vedantic Jnana. Getting lost in Rupanama, getting lost in the Vyavahara, we are not realizing the substrate. You know, these two things which are impossible to grasp, still we share these two things. One, that Vyavahara is never ever required, it is never is the cause of Sukha. Two, the one who is doing Vyavahara, this individuality, that also is redundant and absurd. That day when we realize these two, only by God's grace and Guru's grace and Shruti Mata's grace, that this Vyavahara, this Vyavahari, we devalue. The moment we devalue that, the truth is revealed so obviously. What is the parda to the truth? That I am an individual, I have Vyavahara. In that Vyavahara, I am getting Sukha. This is nonsense. Truly, it's nonsense. If somebody is able to somehow give up one day, you understand? व्यवहार छोड़ दिया एक पर्दा निकल गया Vyavahari, I, the individuality value is given up. We are just to see what is there is always one Brahman without second. On the seat of meditation, of course. Correct? Now we come to that last, very pertinent, important question by Leela, to which Mother started giving answer. One or two shlokas also we saw. So catch the question and catch the answer too. Let us try. Question. Leela Uvacha. What did she say? Etavantam chiram kalam ete devi vayam vada भ्रामिताः केन नामापि द्वैताद्वैतविकल्पनैः. Devi, O mother, vada, please tell. What is that? Ete vayam, these we all beings. Etavantam chiram kalam. Chiram kalam, from the eternal time, unknowable, etavantam, till this moment. We don't know from when it started. Since the immemorial time till now, O Devi, we people, we these people, Kena nama api bhramitaha. Nama means thing. Kena nama means but what thing? By what reason? Bhramitaha. We were deluded. Dvaita advaita vikalpanaihi. In the delusion of doing the kalpana of Dvaita on the Advaita and taking the Dvaita as real. Kena nama means what is the reason? Who prompted us? What's the cause? That we are caught up in this Dvaita. Now see, this is how the beauty of this Shastra Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana, which we are studying later, but then this is a text even before the Valmiki Ramayana. Because Ramayana Valmiki ji wrote when Rama was ruling the kingdom, when Sita ji is left in his ashram that time. But this is told by Vaashishtha ji to Rama when Rama is 16 sal. But we are studying later. But this is the first. Therefore, this is the base that many other Shastras, even Adi Shankara, Adi Gurus, when they wrote their Prakaranas, in those Prakaranas, when they wanted to convey the Tattva Jnana, they brought this Guru Shishya, Guru Shishya Samvada, and made the Shishya ask the question. In almost all texts, the beauty of the question invoked the beautiful answer from the Guru. This is that sample. Like this only all question. Whether Arjuna asks, Yat Shreyasyat Nishchitam Bruhitan me. Let Parikshit asks, Shreyasanam Param Shreya Pavananam cha Pavanam Krishna Praptikaram Shashvat Sadhanam Tadvadaduna. Whether Yudhishthira asks, Kim Ekam Daivatam, Kim Vapi Ekam Parayanam, Kam Stvantaha, Kam Archantaha, Manavaha Shubham Prapniyu, Ko Dharmaha Sarvadharmanam Paramaha, Kim Japan Mochate Jantu, Janma Samsara, or Keneshitam Patati Preshitam Manaha, in the Kenopanishad, Kasminu Bhagava Vignate, Sarva Vignatam Bhavati, in Mundakopanishad, every Upanishad, even in our next text, अनायासेन येनास्मात् मुच्यते जन्म बंधनात् कृपया वद गुरो. Here also at that question, why we are deluded in this Dvaita? How long? Projected on the Advaita Tattva. Okay? The kindness of Mother Saraswati with all her completeness and purnata, gives answer in one thought. Then further elaboration. पहले आराम बनाओ, आसाम बनाओ आंसर को, फिर जरूरत के मुताबिक उसको एक्सप्लेन करो. And with all explanations running for hours together, if the main point misses, that entire teaching of that guru is waste. Then the shishyas go home and say, क्या बोला गुरु ने? शायद उन्हीं को भी नहीं बता. कभी कभी guru speaks clearly, the shishya is in his rajo tamo guna, but sometimes guru also घुमा फिरा के makes the fellow more complicated than when he came. And like that old man, when this youngster goes, Dadaji or Uncle, should I marry or not? He will give such a lecture of benefits of marriage and losses of marriage, benefits of no marriage and problems of not marriage. This fellow gets confused. मैं जिंदा रहूं कि नहीं? He will get another question. He will give answer such a way that the question is extended to next level. He went with a question, should I marry or not? He gave an answer that a new question came to him, should I be alive or not? There are great people. Here, Mother Saraswati makes it simple. Answer is. But that simple answer of cause of the problems is the one which has to be sorted out. Okay, throughout life, remember it. Now we are listening to the answer by Mother Saraswati herself. Jnana Devata Saraswati Lakshmir Medha Dhara Pushtihi Gauri Tushtihi Prabha Drutihi Etavihi Paitanuvihi Ashtavirmam Saraswati. We asked her, so in the Medha Rupena, she is giving us the Jnana. Eya Vina Jagat Sarvam Shashvat Jivan Mrutam Bhavet Jnanadhideviya Tasai Saraswate Namo Namaha. That great Shuklam Brahma Vichara Sara Parama Madhyam Jagadvyapini Veena Mustaka Dharini Avedam Jadhyandhakarapaham Haste Spatika Malikam Chatatatim Padmasane Samsitam Vandetam Parameshwarim Bhagavatim Mukti Pradam Sharadham. Such a great mother is answering. Mother Saraswati herself is answering. Jnana Devi, Jnanadishtatru Devi. प्रणव देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामित्रवतु हंसंसाय विद्महे परमंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंसः नमो वाचे याचोदिता यानुजिता याचानुदिता तस्यै वाचे नमो नमो वाचे नमो वाचस्पते नमः ऋषिभ्यो मंत्रकृद्भ्यो मंत्रपतिभ्यो महामृषयो मंत्रकृत that great Shanti mantra. Start. Straight in the first word only she gives answer. That is the glory of all the great gurus. They don't hide anything. They don't keep anything secret or any surprise. क्यों करना है? इधर बेचारा ऑलरेडी परेशान है, आप उसको आंसर दे दो. Every intelligent person gives answer immediately and simply. If anybody is not giving answer immediately simply, either he doesn't know answer or himself is confused or is very egoistic, he is not having any kindness. He wants that person to suffer for some more time. Here she says, Avicharena tarale, Avicharena tarale, Bhranta sichirama kula, Avicharaha swabhavottaha, Savicharadvinashyati. अब देखो, in this one shloka, if you give me a time, 3-4 minutes, every word is pregnant with lot of meaning. Every word is worthy of feeling for ourselves. First mother says, Tarale, oh my dear, disturbed minded, my dear Leela. Tarala means that our mind is disturbed, so we are reminded of her. Hey Tarale, oh my dear Chanchala, Leela, disturbed you. Avicharena Brantasi Chiram. Chiram means from the time immemorial, you are in this delusion because of this one reason, this one reason, this one reason. And that reason is, that reason is avichara, avichara, avichara. So avicharena chiram bhranta asi, he tarale. And because of that bhranti, akula asi. Akula means vyakula. Because in the truth, there is no two to disturb you. And in the projected two, as long as the two remains Dvaita, you are always Akula or Vyakula. Akulata means disturbances, confusion, worried, anxious. So therefore, from the time immemorial, because of the Avichara, you are deluded of taking the never existing Dvaita as real, which is actually projected on the Advaita Vastu. In the Advaita Vastu, there is Shantam Advayam, as we told in the earlier shlokas. But in the Dvaita, Ashanti and always worry, tension, which she mentions with the word Akula. So you are Akula because of Bhranti. You are Bhranta because of Avichara. And this is there for you from the time immemorial. So the problem diagnosis is done. Now this Avichara, where from it has come? Who has given me? Don't blame anyone. Svabhavothaha Avichara. It is inherent in you. It is your own. Therefore, don't blame anyone for your avichara. It is your svabhavotha. But that being the problem or the cause of problem, that has to be eliminated. Luckily, it can be eliminated. The most important aspect of this shloka is it is complete in diagnosing the problem, in giving the solution pointedly. Pointedly means exactly this is where is solution. What is the solution? Sa vicharad vinashyati. See, when you start doing the vichara, the avichara goes away. When you start doing the vichara, the jnanam comes of the sadvastu, then the avichara kruta bhranti goes away. When the bhranti goes away, the akulata goes away. Therefore, that non-contemplation, non-thinking of the truth and untruth by our intellect is the cause of. And yesterday we spoke little about it. In many days in our morning, common sense thought also, we have seen number of times. We are lazy at our intellectual level. If at all we are little active, that activeness of the intellect is only after becoming slave, making that intellect slave to the vasanas, the mind and senses. You understand? I gave the example particularly that only. In the time of ruling of Britishers and Mughals, the Hindus either were not working, if they work as slaves only to these Rakshasas. Slowly, when they realized it, it is our country. How come these are ruling and we are slaves to them? They started doing. From the 1757 it started, 1847 it took up, then 100 years more it took, or 90 more years, 1947 we got. 1857 was the first beginning. 90 years we struggled and kicked them away. But before that, we work only as slaves to them. So to our intellect is now working as a slave to mind and senses, fulfilling its demands only. Like a stupid parents, instead of giving beautiful culture, training, learning to the children, whatever the nonsense the children ask, the Beokoofs, these parents give them. Isn't it? Anything they ask of the bhoga, and that child learns the art of blackmailing them by shouting or by crying, and these get sold out. In our childhood हम जितना रोते थे और दो थप्पड़ लगाकर ही हमको सिखाते, नहाने टाइम रोया मानो. Never the grandmother or mother cared at all that this fellow is crying. We realized रोने से बात नहीं बनता है, अब उनको नहलाने दो. तब से लेकर सीखा हमने. You understood? There was never ever in our childhood our parents. But these today's, anything they ask, the food they give, they don't even think कि ये गलत आदत होगा खाने का. TV they give, cell phone they give, and every nonsense. And ask the children, what do you want to become? They never say, I will become like Krishna, I become like Rama, become like Hanumanji, I will become like Nachiketa, I become like Prahladar, Sravana Kumara. Because these useless parents never know the glory of these great people, never teach those stories. Then they tell that I'll become this actor, that player. Or they are all good players, but by character, by otherwise, they are ideal people, great our rishis, munis. Why don't you teach them? You know, maybe these people are good in their abilities, talents, but we already have the great heroes. उनको तो सिखाते नहीं, isn't it? The child gets spoiled. Same way, our intellects are never trained in vichara. And only in the Shastras, when we are taught by the Guru in Satsanga that the seed for the vichara, Watering for the vichara, manure for the vichara happens. That seed of vichara when it grows, then the correct things we start understanding. When the correctness is understood, the misunderstanding goes away. Misunderstanding may he sare problems. They go away. So what is the net result of whatever we have discussed so far? As precisely as told by mother is this much. With vicharana, let us remove the avicharana. With the jnanam gained through vicharana, let us reject the bhranti. With the anubhuti of the jnana vastu through sadhana, let us come out of the akulata. अनुभव से आकुलता जाएगा, ज्ञान से भ्रांति जाएगा, विचारणा से अविचार जाएगा. स्टार्ट इट राइट अवे. सो अविचारेण हे तरले भ्रांता असि चिरम आकुला अपि असि. अविचारः स्वभावोत्थः सः विचारात् विनश्यति. From this such a shloka, these things. Taking these slokas as basis, many things as the corollaries or as the byproducts we can understand. Many. One thing is what? For any negative thing with which we are suffering, there is a positive opposite will be there. You do that, this negative will go away. That's the answer throughout life. स्वामी जी मैं झूठ बोलता रहता हूँ, उससे कैसे बाहर आऊं? सच बोलते जाओ. मैं डिसऑनेस्ट हूं, हाउ टू कम आउट ऑफ इट? बिकम ऑनेस्ट. मैं बहुत खाते रहता हूं, मैं क्या करूं? अब कम करो खाना. Opposite is there as solution. You start doing it, will happen. On some pretext or the other. You don't do it by yourself because you are not interested. Therefore, take that diksha from the Guru till you become independent. Once you become independent, Guru only says these are sadhanas, but I don't compel it on you. You are intelligent now. Use your convenience because you have plenty of things to do. Like you ask me, Swamiji, which mantra to chant? I'll tell you this mantra you chant. Once I understand you are getting into that, I say which mantra is not important, but how you chant is important. With Shraddha Bhakti, with the prayer that I must get the Atma Jnana and Moksha, you do any mantra, choice is yours. When I know you are matured, I will tell like this. I won't insist you, you do only this mantra. You are not interested in that. You will suffer then. No Guru will guide us like that to suffer. He gives freedom because you have your conveniences, so many things. That's why Krishna, yatechasi tatha kuru beta. Understood? So here, what is the byproduct knowledge we are gaining? Just like avichara is cause of all problems, and that goes away with vicharena vinashyati. Same way, throughout our life, everything we are caught up in negative has its opposite positive. When we start doing it, this goes away. The negative goes away. That's the only way. I don't know why I hate the people. Start loving them. I don't know why I have to always feel like taking revenge. Start forgiving them. I don't know why I'm always selfish in my life. You need not know it. Start becoming selfless and selfishness goes away. I don't know why I'm always worried, frowning face. Start smiling. Best thing is to look at the cartoon, and there's no cartoon better than the mirror in the world. You see, you will laugh like anything. And you see the mirror, your own holia. In Hindi or Urdu, holia matlab you laugh at it. Isn't it? So in this way, avicharena bhrantasi chiram, भ्रांति के कारण से आकुला असि, and that avichara is your own genius स्वभावोत्तः. Don't worry, sah vicharat vinashyati. Start doing vicharana and it goes away. All the time, 24 hours, if at all. One weapon we have to keep on using. One instrument we have to keep on using is vicharana. बिना विचारणा का कोई भी डिसीजन नहीं लेना. And that vicharana should be two things. One, based on Shastras. Two, based on our main goal of spirituality. आध्यात्मिक साधना और शास्त्र, इनके आधार पर हमारा विचारण करना है. There should be some basis. Otherwise, I'm doing vicharana, but according to my own vasanas, my own desires, my own ignorance. Now you see, after studying Shastra for such a long time, that we have some data based on which the true vicharana we can do. जब data ही नहीं है हमारे पास, अब विचारणा क्या करोगे? वो तो विकार ही होगा. Which you call as vicharana. When I study Shastra, then I know there is Brahman, there is Maya. Because of Maya and the Brahman, this Rupa Namatmaka, Jiva Jagatishvara is Kalpita, which is not real. After getting this data, then I can do Vicharana. Data ही नहीं है तो what Vicharana will do? That will be Vikara only. That's why it's a must for us to get the data through study of Shastras. Keep that also in mind. Now, Mother continues explaining the same thought. Avicharo. Now understood now? Avichara is the cause of all problem. Vichara eliminates the avichara and along with it all problems. What are the subsequent two problems? Avichara leads to Bhranti. Bhranti leads to Akulata. What is the Bhranti? Projection of Dvaita on the Advaita Brahman. What is the Akulata? In the Dvaita, all the Raga, Dvesha, Kama, Krodadi, Vikara, Vikara Janita, Punya Papa Karma, and Punya Papa Karma Janita, Janma, and Sarga Naraka, Janma Marana, Sukha Dukkha, all that nonsense. That is called Akulata. The Bhranti is the Jagat is real. Avicharana. When you do the Vicharana, you know the substratum is always one without second. It is continuously there, in and through everything. If that alone is there, what is the position of all of that? You are not thinking, therefore you kalpita. What is the position of snake? With right inquiry, you have not discovered the rope as rope. That's why the snake is projected. Because of the avicharana, that is not thinking that there is rope and rope alone. That this bhranti of the sarpa came because of the Brahma or bhranti, there is akulata, the fear. Fear means raga dvesha. Now, Mother continues, listen carefully, beautiful mantras. Avicharo vicharena nimeshad eva nashyati esha sattaiva tenantaha avidyaisha navidyate. See, a little higher and subtler things. Saraswati ji is telling to Leela, knowing that Leela can catch it, Rama is told by Vaashishtha ji that they are at the highest level. Not only this answer, one answer is given, but next level also is being taken up. Answer is through vichara, vichara goes away. Now the next level is avicharaha vicharena nimeshat eva nashyati. When you start doing the inquiry vicharana, the non-thinking, the vichara, in a moment only it gets destroyed. One topic is over. Then esha satta eva tena antaha avidya esha na vidyate. So esha sattaiva tenantaha avidyaisha na vidyate. Through the vichara, the reality is realized, then the avidya also is found to be never there. This side, before knowing the truth, we feel that there is avidya. But when you know the truth, avidya also is illuminated by the vidya only. Like, I don't know one thing. How do you know? Because I am aware of it. The awareness illuminates the avidya also. Therefore, that avidya also at highest level, a bhranti. In the sense, nobody can say, I never knew myself. I didn't know myself, now I came to know. I तो कहते रह रहे हो ना तुम. You say you are, I always, I. It was only the mistaken identity, that's it. Instead of this, you thought yourself to be that. Tasman naiva vicharosti na vidyasti na bandhanam. Namokshosthi nirabadham shuddha bodhamidam jagat. So with the vicharana, when the ever existing Brahman is me realized, having seen it when you look back, the entire drama that was found to be never was there. This is equivalent to that mantra 32 of the second Vaitathya Prakaranam of Mandukya Upanishad. 32nd mantra. Na nirodho na chotpattihi na baddho na cha sadhakaha na mumukshur na vai muktaha ityesha paramartata. Same thing he says again in the last mantra of the third Advaita Prakarana also in different way. Na kaschid jayate jivaha sambhavosya na vidyate etattaduttamam satyam yatra kinchit na jayate. Same way tomorrow we are going to see the conclusion in that uh, 15 mantra topic of establishing again Advaita Brahma in the fourth Alata Shanti Prakaranam. The same thing, जात्याभासम चलाभासम अस्त्वाभासम तथैव च अजाचलमवस्तुत्वं विज्ञानं शान्तमद्वयं. Then the last next shloka is same only. एवं न जायते चित्तं चित्तदृश्या न जायते एवं एव विजानन्तः न पतन्ति विपर्यये. Those who know that reality, they don't slip into that viparyaya called as misunderstanding, that is samsara or dvaita. Here also she says, Tasmad Naiva Avicharaha Asti. Once you know the Brahman through Vichara, then Avichara was also projection. Na Avidya Asti. Even the Avidya also was never there. Therefore, the Avidya Janita Bandhanam na Asti. When there is no Bandhanam, na Moksha Asti. There is no moksha also. Then what is there? Nirabadham Shuddha Bodham Idam Jagat. Nirabadha means that which can never be rejected by anything, eliminated by anything, covered by anything. That Shuddha Bodham, the pure consciousness, is this Jagata, this entire universe. That is what is called Vijnanam Shantam Advayam in the Mandukya Upanishad. In the Bhagavad Gita, Prajna. Sita Pratishtita, Aham Brahmasmi iti Prajna. That is what. In all the Shastras, same thing. And in the morning, Shvetashvatara Upanishad also, all the gunas are told of the Brahman for our inquiry. Finally, it is told to be again that Jnana Swarupa only. So, Nirabadham Shuddha Bodham Idam Jagatu. Ever this Jagat is in its substratum, the Nirabadha, never eliminatable, Shuddha Bodha, pure consciousness only. Not knowing that is one mistake because of which all these things were kalpita. Not only the samsara, dvaita kalpita, and because of dvaita samsara, all of that, avicharaha, avidya, bandhanam, moksha, ye sara bhi, only in a dream drama going on. In fact, like I as a waker, always intact. The dream is projected and rejected. That's it. But I am always the same. So they were never there but taken as if they were there. In the same way, Niravadam Shuddhabodham Idam Jagat means in the past also the Brahman alone, now also Brahman alone, all the time Brahman. Now this shloka again is the background shloka again for what we studied in Mandukya by Gaudapada, that important shloka. What was that? The shloka I don't remember, but the meaning of it is what? Ki, if Ajnanam is there from eternal time, samsara, then it will never go. Then if the moksha comes, it will never stay permanently. Because if the samsara is there from the eternal time, if it is truth, it will never go. Isn't it? Listen carefully. If it is there from the time immemorial eternally, it will not go. Point one. Point two, if it goes, no, it will come again. So if it has to go again without coming back, only way is to realize that it was never there. That was the very sublime discussion. Half of it. The second half is even the moksha also. When the samsara ends, then moksha comes. No? If the moksha comes to us at one particular time point, it will go away also because whatever comes, it will have to go. Therefore, if the moksha has to come and should not go, the only way is that we have to know that we are already mukta. Therefore, there is no samsara,
There is ever our Atmanubhava Mukta Sthiti only. This is what will be finally realized. बिकॉज संसार अगर है तो नहीं जाएगा, है और जाएगा तो फिर दोबारा आएगा। मोक्ष नहीं है तो नेवर आएगा, अगर आएगा फिर से जाएगा। Therefore we are already mukta, ever mukta. This is what is the final touch the Guru gives, final carving touch to the disciple. That will be the highest. To reach to that, we have to keep on doing our Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, purify ourselves through study of Upanishad Shastras, become intense Jignasu, Mumukshu, to know the truth. When we are doing this and we are come to the final level, the Guru says, "Tu kar kya raha hai? Koi zarurat nahi, you are already that." That's the meaning of this. Tasmat naiva avicharaha asti, na avidya asti, na bandhanam asti, na moksho asti. Then what is asti, sir? Nirabadam shuddha bodham idam jagat. Then we have explained this with the help of the Mandukya's thought. That if avichara is real, then it will not go. If the avidya is real, it will never go. If the bandhanam is real, it will never go. If the moksha was not there earlier, if it comes now again, it will go away. That was what we saw 2 minutes back. So therefore, Nirabadam Shuddha Bodham Idam Jagat. Shuddha Bodham is a pure consciousness. Alone is this entire Jagat in its reality, Nirabadam. Our projection of 10,000 snakes will never poison the rope. Rope is always as it is only. The Parabrahman doesn't depend on our imagining on something, it therefore it disappears. No. You know it or not, realize it or not, the rope is rope. So therefore, both bandhanam also is concept, moksha also is concept, samsara also is concept, sadhana also concept. When? From the absolute standpoint. Right now, when we feel the sense of bondage, we have to seek the way for liberation, do the sadhana. You understand that? When we see that we are in samsara, for that moksha, ask Guru and do what is required. Only when our inner instruments become fine tuned through all the sadhanas done, told by the Guru, that he will slowly lift us to what we are ever already. इस तरह वेदांत जिस हाइट पे हमको ले जाता है ना, नो अदर साइंस टेक्स अस. ओके, देन एतावंतम यदा कालम त्वयैतत् न विचारितम तदा न संप्रबुद्धात्वम भ्रांतैवा भव आकुला. Same thing Mother says. Etavantam kalam. So far, to the question, direct answer. Etavantam kalam, as long as you are there from millions of your lives, till this moment, yada, because of Tvaya etat na vicharitam. Yada means since that time, because you never did the vicharana, tada, because of that reason, na samprabuddhatvam. You are not awakened to the reality. Bhranta eva bhava. You are always in delusion, leading to akulata, disturbance, worry. So the you, your husband, your relation, and you as a Leela, as a queen, with all these Tula Deha, these Upadis, and your husband there is body, all of that is one Brahman only on which, because of which Ara this is Kalpita. The entire Jagatan around you, the Rajyam around you, the other people around you, all of that is from the Adhisthana Sthiti, they're all Kalpita. But the Kalpana is so perfect, iski to, कि वो really लगती है कि you won't feel like rejecting it as unreal. That's the power of Maya. To that added are our samskaras, our vasanas, and our habit of living with Upadhi. And when we are told just kick the Upadhi, release the self, we are so much afraid. हर एक चीज का डर डर डर. That's example I like always. Very simple. Long back we saw that. That ant is on this cup and inside there is a liquid to drink. मैं पीऊं कि नहीं पीऊं, गिरूं कि नहीं गिरूं, गिरूंगी तो मरूंगी. That ant is never jumping only to drink, always on the fear of. And what is the liquid in that cup? Is nothing but amrita. And if that ant falls in that amrita, it is an amrita, it will not die. But there is a fear. Kya hoga, kya hoga. In the same way, this Vedanta tells you are amrita swarupa atma. Be like an ant. Instead of jumping into that amrita, we are identifying the amrita only, the upadis, and we don't want to leave them. अब कौन क्या करेगा? Every guru will teach and wait only for us. That we take decision to jump into the knowledge of reality. Right? Then Adya Pravruti Buddhasi, Vimuktasi, Vivekini, Vasana Tanavam Bijam, Patitam Tava Chaitasi. What a beautiful thing. In fact, we can also celebrate that Mother Saraswati is telling us also this thought. Because we are also studying this topic. She says, Adya Pravruti. From this moment onwards, Buddha Asi, you are awakened. Vimukta Asi, you are liberated. Vivekini Asi, you are the Viveki Vicharini. How? Mother, you are embarrassing me. Sharvinda kar rahe ho mujhe. How can it be? Because Vasana Tanavam Bijam Patitam Tava Chetasi. In your chitta, that bija, when it becomes sprouted, it will destroy all the vasanas. That Vasana Tanavam Bijam is put in your chitta. That is the beauty. वासनाओं को तनुकरण करने वाला बीज. And what is it? Vicharana. What is Vicharana leading to? Brahman alone real, everything else unreal. The moment once you know that the mirage water is unreal, you won't have any likes, dislikes to it. It won't create any vasanas. So I gave you the Tattvajnana. I also told you that Vicharana for you to do, to realize the Tattvajnana. This is a bija, put in your chitta. It will slowly sprout and give you the Tattvajnana and root. It will destroy all vasanas. Therefore, in anticipation, in advance, without any doubt, that I am telling you that you are Buddhasi, you are Muktasi, you are Vivekiniyasi. I love this shloka. Mother says to Leela, बेटा तू अभी awakened है, तू मुक्त हो गई है, you are विवेकिनी हो गई है, क्योंकि वासनाओं को तनु करने वाला बीज तुम्हारे चित्त में पड़ गया. So the seeds of reduction of vasanas, eliminating the vidya, are sown in your heart, they won't go waste. In the same way, toward the end, my dear friends, we all have come at the feet of our Guru Parampara, Rishi Parampara, through the Shruti Mata. In us also, the seeds for exhaustion of vasanas, thereby no obstructions. Then the seeds for Tattvajnana, they will sprout. That leads to a contemplation and realization. It's only a question of some time. So we can, in that aspect, relax that we are on the right path. But don't relax in the relentlessness of Shravana, Manana, Chintana, Ityadi. The other aspect, relax. There's nothing to worry. Now we are in the hands of our Guru Parampara. Intensify this thought. दोनों, मैं गुरुओं के चरण में हूं, गुरुओं के रक्षण अम्ब्रेला के नीचे हूं. ये thought को भी intense करो. Second, therefore, let me be there only and do what they say. Both the things are important. If I say that I'm under the protecting shield of my Guru, yet I don't follow what teachings he is doing, then I only go out of that protected shield, then I get destroyed. Many people do the first thing. I am at the feet of the Guru, protected. Feels. But the second thing, if you want to continue there and get benefit of it, do what Guru says, that sadhana. If you don't do that, then automatically you are going out of that protecting umbrella. Dono important. So relax that way. Right, friends? Now we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slokas. So they'll take half an hour. Tomorrow we'll study it. Then, if some time is there, we'll chant the 22nd Sarga and then 1 or 2 slokas also it touch upon. Thank you. Bol Shri Ramachandra Bhagwan ki jai, Vaishnava Bhagwan ki jai, Saraswati Mata ki jai, Leela Mata ki jai. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय, आज के आनंद की जय. Thank you. Om Purnamadaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Tat Sat Brahma Pramast. Now come to study Vakyavrati.